did start early. What is wrong with me? Is this really Rochelle? Are we sure this is the girl? Are we sure? Because she doesn't go early for anything. Okay, what did we do wrong here? Well, hello, Envy. Hello, hello. Why isn't this working? Hmm. I should just be able to open my show, right? Uniquely me. Hello, my dear. How are you? I'm dressed in your favorite color today. Woo! It's green for the win. Let's go. Happy St. Patty's Day. I came on a little early to set cameras and lighting and well, because frankly, I can't see in these glasses. Green Trail Crafter, it's your day. It's a green day today. Welcome in. Are you wearing green? Can I pinch y'all? How many of you crafters are still working on your pieces? How many are still working on your pieces? Hi, custom resin creator. Are you still working on your pieces? Are you a typical resonator? You're making candles at the moment. Okay, so not your pieces, but somebody's pieces, right? You're ready? I'm ready too. Like I have to unmold something, but I'm letting it like cure to the last minute because it is a giant piece. I have I wasn't gonna do this, but I wound up making two showstoppers tonight. Yeah, two, two really big ones. Between Brian Weasley and I, we literally went through a gallon of resin for this show alone, just for this show. Totally made by hand. I love the name. You're not late. I'm early. I'm 4 minutes early. What is wrong with me? I never go early. Is it because my pieces are done? I'm excited. Maybe. I don't know. I know I'm very excited. I am actually extremely excited for this raid train. Thank you. Thank you very much. Here's the thing. I am seeing everything in green. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to wear them. Honestly, I don't know how long they're going to last. Why do I always have eyeliner on one side and not the other? Why is that always the thing, guys? So my pieces are done, but at the risk of not having my hair done, my hair is a disaster, and my makeup I did in like 2.5 seconds. So yeah. Share the stream. Thank you so much for that. We really appreciate when you share the screen. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks. So, guys, it's St. Patty's Day. Have you pinched your mate today, even if they're not wearing green? I didn't because Brian's at his house. So, I should have pinched him at midnight, but then he wasn't here either. So, I'm just going to pinch him just to pinch him later on, right? Thanks for sharing the show. We still have 3 minutes before we even start. But you know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do? Let's run a giveaway for the early birds that gets the worms. Let me see how many of these I got. I don't remember how many. Ooh, I only got let's see, 6. Did I only get 6 of those? I guess I only got 6. So we'll have to be somewhat conservative. With our giveaways today, but we're going to do one for the early birds that got the worms. Do you guys have worms? That probably wasn't a nice thing for me to say. Get in the giveaway. Giveaways tonight are the cutest based off of music that I could find. I've had these too, like the second Brian Weasley, welcome in. So I when I saw these, I was like, this is too perfect. I have to get these for the raid train. Let me show you. I'm trying to take out staples so I don't rip the packages. Happy exhibition train day! Woo woo! I always get a little enthusiastic, right? Okay, here we go. They are, look at this, AC/DC Jailbreak. It is a scented car freshener. These are the prizes for today, and there are different ones. So this is the first one. So get in the givey for Jailbreak AC/DC car smelly freshener. I try, you guys know I always try and go out, outside the box on these things. So We got 1 minute to the start of the train. Choo choo. Are you guys excited? Are you guys still nervous? You shouldn't be nervous because this is supposed to be fun. This is all about enjoying the things that you create. It's all about it. And guess what? Yesterday was King Pinky's birthday. He shares a birthday week with you uniquely. Isn't that super cool? I gotta go get something. Let me see if I can get it real quick. Look, I was on time and now I'm not. Oh, well, I don't know where it's at. I don't know where it's at. I have to wait till the birthday. I was gonna play. I have I have noisemakers for your birthday. It's 5:30, guys. It's 5:30. Guess what time that is? It's choo choo train time. Woo woo! It's not really a train. It's an exhibition. Welcome in, everybody. We are so glad you're here. Welcome to the Resonators exhibition. What the heck is a resonator? Hello, everybody. Welcome in. We're so glad you're here. And ow to the entire wolf pack. And we have to come up with sound for the it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Have a drink. Mine's only Dr. Pepper. Don't get excited, folks. Okay. What is a resonator? What is a resonator? A resonator is somebody who creates with resin, plain and simple. It's not somebody who necessarily just uses a mold. It's not somebody necessarily that just uses UV resin. It's not somebody necessarily that just uses Resinecrete. It is anybody who uses resin and is on this platform. You can even sell on other platforms. We're not prejudiced about where you sell, but we love to, I really personally love the Whatnot app so much. So I want to, first of all, first and foremost, I want to thank the Queen. You guys call me the Queen sometimes, but really, truly, and honestly, the person who has paved the path for all of us to be here on Whatnot is Uniquely Me Resin. Please give a round of applause to Uniquely Me Resin. Not only is it her birthday month, but she has finally seen the fruition of all of her dreams of having a community here on Whatnot. It was her and I sitting down together, not together because we've never met, but sitting down here and just talking about the possibilities of what our community could be. And in just a very short time, we struggled for like a year. I mean, we would go into shows and we would find a new resin person and we would be so excited and we would tag each other and say, here's a new one, here's a new one. And then it went to let's do a train, and we did. And then after that, it went to let's do uh, a Discord, and then we did that, and then here we are. 70 people joined later. Super super excited for all of that, guys, and it came because Uniquely Me was so kind to reaching out and welcoming me in, even though technically I could have been competition to her. I could have been that person that came in and stole some of her customers. And I could have been that person who came in and stole her ideas. But you know what? That's not what we do around here. We instead have built a beautiful, loving community of people who have inspired each other. We have been in each other's shows. We have purchased from each other. I got to put these up because it's such a weird light. That green is such a weird light. Let's put them back here. Who gets the givey? Elaine 17. This is coming to you, my dear ACDC jailbreak. It is a smelly car freshener. So when your mail smells really good, it was from the Resonators. Congratulations. So I'm very excited to say thank you to Uniquely Me for that, and I will never stop thanking her for having the open arms to accept in other people on the app, on the platform. And if you guys have ever had her in your show, I hear it. I come in sometimes to rooms that she's not even in, and they'll say, "Oh yeah, there was somebody else that was in. Her name was Uniquely. She was so nice," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's her. She is super nice. We love her." So very, very excited to have her here. Now, tonight is going to be extremely special. We have a whole lot of brand new resonators who are doing not only their first train with the resonators, but it's their first train altogether. So if that's you, raise your hand in the chat. You know what? Put a piggy in the chat if this is your first train ever. Spice Woman, welcome in. Oh, where's the piggy? There's a little piggy. There's a little piggy. Oh, there's a little piggy. Crafty Bliss, this is not your first time ever in a train, but good try, good try. We thought we'd sneak that one in there, right? Okay, so this is a lot of people's very first train ever, maybe even second train ever. So even if it's your second, it was the first that you signed up for. Even if it's your second, it was definitely a leap of faith to do it. So what we try to do with the exhibitions is this: we try to make the exhibitions really easy to join. So no going outside of Discord to do that. We do it with a simple copy and paste your name in, so you don't have to go out to and put in another app. We make it easy on the rules. It just has to contain resin. Everything has to be above $5. And then and what's the other thing? There's one other rule. Oh, stick to the theme. Those are the three big rules. Make sure you're sticking to the theme. Resin above $5 because you can't make a profit anything under $5. And then the last one, no dollar starts, ma'am. No dollar starts. And be on time and stick to the theme. Those are all, yeah. The regular resin, the regular train rules all apply. Etiquette meaning, you don't mention other trains during this exhibition time. That you be in the kickoff if you can, that you mod the people you're supposed to mod, which I think, hopefully I have modded a bunch of people. Nope, none of my mods are in there because I think I had to restart my show. So mod uniquely me tonight, guys. Mod any of the people that you know are very supportive of you. I'm gonna mod you, Leanne, if you don't mind. Leanne is the Queen of Dragons. Simplify, you're not in the train tonight, so I am gonna moderate you. Crafty has two shows, so I'm not make her mod. Okay, there you go. Mod your people before you start your show. Okay, and then let's see. What time do we raid out? I have 45 minutes, right? So 5:30 to 6. Time is the worst. Time is the hardest conversion. At 5:45. 5:45 Central Time. So that's 6:45 my time. We will be raiding into Jennifer New. At 6:45, we will raid into Jennifer New. Is that right? Yes. Oh, I'm the fearless leader. Just of this train. Just of this train. Anything having to do with numbers, time conversion, math, I'm not your girl. Okay. All right. So what we want to do is we want to talk about what is different in an exhibition. An exhibition versus a train is that we want to show the resin community our diversity and have fun. And in addition to that, we want to make sure that other people outside of Whatnot can look at resin artists and say, this resin artist is very different than this resin artist. That resin artist is very different from this resin artist. For instance, I'm going to pull two things off the shelf. Okay. I'm going to pull two things off the shelf. Okay. These two gentlemen have the same mold, right? Or have access to the same mold. Look at the difference in their two pieces. Look at the difference in their two pieces. They're night and day. They're two different resins. They're two different colors. Even though they're exactly the same mold, they are extremely different. That's Tiger Lily and Scaredy Cat. They're so totally different. So we wanted to show them that, hey, we want you to be loyal to your favorite resin artist who creates your favorite object, but we also want you to know that there are a ton of resin artists out there that also they're also very creative differently. So it's okay to shop other resin artists too. So we're a community, we're not competition, and we want the whole entire Whatnot world and really to bring attention to the art of resin in general. Because It is very diverse. You can have somebody who creates in the mystic and the fantasy world. You can have people who create just jewelry. You have people in here who create pins and mix it with wood. You have people who can spin wood and resin into bowls. You have people who paint their resin. You have people who don't paint their resin. You have so many options on what to use your resin for. In fact, you can use your resin to cover your other pieces. Maybe you're a clay person and you use resin to top coat all of your pieces. Maybe you do resin and you laser engrave on that. There's so many different possibilities. So that's what we wanted to show. Now, the concept of 5 songs and 5 products really came from the fact that I love music. And I hear all of you guys humming to tunes, singing, tapping your fingers, snapping your fingers. Somebody will say something, and the next thing you know, they're like, woohoo! They're singing along to it. They will be, something will be said in the chat, and they will spout out a song. So I really wanted to see what is the diversity of the influence of music on the artists who are participating in the Resonators group. That was it in a nutshell. I was like, I want to hear what makes us all musically different. So that's where this concept came from. And then that also gives the opportunity for everybody to see how everybody's minds work so entirely differently. Because I will be shocked. I will be completely shocked if we have one song the same. I think it might happen. It might happen, but I think it's going to be pretty. I think it will be a shocker if we have 2 songs that repeat because there are so many out there that, so many song choices, and we all have different tastes and abilities. So let's talk about this particular train, this exhibition. It is a selling exhibition. In that it compares to a train in as much as, yes, we are going to be running our pieces for auction because this is a selling site, correct? That's what it's all about. It's about making us successful in the selling world. However, it is also about making sure that we get to show and execute an idea and a plan that is given to us. Because I guarantee you, if you ask anybody in the chat currently, they're going to tell you that one of the favorite things they get to do is a custom piece. Jesse, go, welcome in. So happy St. Patty's Day to you too, my friend. So here's the thing. This is just like creating custom pieces, is it not? Because we gave you an idea and we said, run with it. And when you get a custom piece, how many times have you heard them say, "Oh, I trust your artistic abilities. I trust you to do the right thing in that piece." Right? This is custom pieces, guys, that you created today. So you've stepped outside of your comfort zone and you've created art based off of a theme that is a custom piece. Now, I was also being sneaky. Okay, I was also being sneaky because I want you to know that it is okay to sell your pieces with stories. It is okay to talk about your pieces like they are living beings, like they have a life of their own outside of your idea of processing it. So, in order to make that happen for you, we created this theme to say, okay, you're going to have to actually talk about this piece, not just say, well, I like the colors, I like the sparkle, I like the way this shaped. Oh, there's a bubble there. I wanted you to actually say, this piece inspired me for this, and this song reminds me of that. It gets you outside of that comfort zone of saying, just, this is my piece, this is why I like it, here's why you should buy it. It actually puts that meaning into the piece that I know all of you have inside of you. It just is prompting you to talk about your pieces outside of the mold. We don't have boxes around here. We have molds, woman. I'm just kidding. So, all we do, everything we do as resonators in this group is to enhance our selling abilities and to help each other be successful in not only selling our pieces here on this app, but when we're selling them out in public, when we're talking about them with our friends. So it helps us to better tell those stories about our pieces, right? If no one buys a specific piece of crafties, it's staying here. And see, I love that. I love that sometimes we create pieces that are painful to sell. Even though we know we can make another one, every piece is unique. Every piece has a piece of us in it. And sometimes letting them go out the door, it hurts. It hurts. I will tell you that I absolutely love one of the pieces that I did tonight. I can tell you that I absolutely wanted to strangle the other piece that I did tonight. So, um, it's a love-hate relationship sometimes with resin, right? So yes. All right, let's talk about who's on the train. How much time do I have? Do I have time to run a givey? Let's run a givey before I change screens. We're gonna run a givey. It is for rock and roll air fresheners. Get in the givey. That's okay. It's a Fender. Fender, Fender, Fender. Look at that amp, man. Look at that amp. Now, before I go through the schedule, I do want to say one thing. I do want to give a little bit of an announcement and a reminder to those of you who are planning on. It is a guitar company, but they also do the amps, right? Fender amps. I think they're some of the best. Just to remind you, so amped, I love it. Those of you who are cross posting to YouTube, just remember that YouTube has a very strict rule about copyrighted music. So if you are playing your music versus singing your song or just referencing it, make sure that you turn your simulcast off if you're going to play music, because I don't want to see you get a warning on your YouTube. And I will say, in the interest of, we always want everybody to be successful. There's a couple of things that I have heard recently that I think it's very important to remind people. We are a selling app. We are sellers. We are professionally selling now. So that also means that playing music while you're selling live stream also violates your copyright laws for the artist. So you got to be careful. I know we love to have our music on when we're creating. I love that we have it on when we're selling, but honestly, you could get in trouble. And I have heard that they are starting to clamp down on some of the big sellers who are doing that, because it is a violation of the copyright laws. And we don't want to see us get in trouble. We want the Whatnot app to be safe. So don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, or make sure you mention the artist. Gotcha. Yeah, or and say I don't own the rights to any of this music, something along those lines. So just be careful in doing that. I think I even used a licensed piece the other day in one of my marketings on one of my websites, and I don't know if it's on Facebook for use. I don't know if you can use it, but then once I took it off Facebook, I think I might have violated those rules. So it's a very touchy line. So just be careful of that. And the second thing to remind you to do is to make sure you're shipping in the correct boxes. They are clamping down on that. I want to say it again. Okay, say that one more time. Can somebody message me? My volume is super low. Yes. Can somebody tell Custom Resonator about the music and to not simulcast to his YouTube tonight? So there you go. If you're singing the song, I don't think it's a problem. I'm just going to warn you now. I'm sorry. I'm going to be singing, and we're singing. I'm just singing mine because I don't want to get in trouble. And why not? I'm going to make an ass of myself. I might as well just go there. Okay. You got 1 minute and 54 seconds to get in the giveaway. Let's talk about the amazing people who are on this train tonight. Okay. First and foremost, we did have a change in the schedule. Valhalla Laser Company, he had to bow out gracefully. He and I talked behind the scenes, so I am covering his time today as well as mine. Then that also comes into the explanation for Five Frogs, which we'll talk about here in just a second. What time do I rate in again today? My nose is itching already, guys. Why is my nose itching? Turn on closed captioning. 6:45. 6:45 my time, right? Yes. Oh, 6:45. Or is it 6:45 my time? Oh, I have a lot of time. Okay, I have a lot of time. All right. Let's talk about who's on this train first, and then we'll talk about the next train. Okay. So we had a lot of changes in today's schedule behind the scenes. That happens. I understand it. Everything worked out beautifully. So there is, first of all, you can actually go out into the world and research copyright rules. And then secondly, there's blogs that go out. There are emails that go out that you can actually go to whatnot.sellers.com. Is it whatnot.sellers.com? And you can sign up for emails. And then every single Wednesday, there is a podcast that's put out by Whatnot where you can ask questions and a lot of questions are answered. Plus, we always say to try and find a seller that is doing a seller chat show that knows what they're talking about. There and we do if you're a resonator, we do have a list of approved seller chat help people, and they're pretty much experts in the field. Experiment 625, you've got the fender. I don't really know if that sounded like a guitar or a dying cat, but there it goes. Congratulations, my dear. We always love to see you here. Um, so yes, so if it's shipping, there's a lot of people out there that talk about it. I really trust CG Boomerang, um, D Archivist, Custom Wood Burning, um, and then there's Visuals. She actually works for the post office. Visuals.com. She is excellent, and you can go in and ask questions in any of their talk shows. So that's where we get all our information. All right. So then we're going to I am going to raid into the amazing, the awesome Jennifer New 54423. Jennifer is not only an accomplished resin artist, but she is really coming into her own when it comes to her clay work. Oh my goodness. It's amazing, guys. It's amazing. I've already bought clay from her. And now she makes me want to do that as well. I do. We all love her. She's crazy. She's outgoing. She's funny. She's funky. She's fresh. She's all of the things. So, can somebody tag her for me? Jennifer New 54423 is who we're going into next, and I know she was working on her last piece last night. So I'm excited to see what is going to come out of that brain of hers. And then she is going to be, hi, Kate, crafted by a king. Welcome in. So then after that, we are going to be going into Crafty Bliss. Crafty Bliss is also an accomplished clay artist and runs an entire Discord of clay artists by herself. And she's unique. She is so unique. She's relatively new to the app. I think maybe under a year, uh, doing and every day crushing her goals of being on the app and reaching for those goals that she set for herself. So very excited. And not only that, but she also increased her time here tonight for us because we had an opening and she took a second spot. So we are super grateful for that. Crafty is also always helping us behind the scenes, looking at shows. She has co-hosted one of our Resonator shows in the past. So sometimes she's going to be able to reach out on our behalf also and say, hey, working on your shows. I see your time is off. Give her some grace with that because she's a big help to us behind the scenes. Okay, and then after that, we have It's All Art, y'all. Love her. And y'all got that y'all, right? Because she's from Texas and she is probably going to have some country music, but I don't know. I don't know because she's also a Native American, so she's got that influence. But she also kind of reminds me maybe of somebody who is a rock hardcore rock artist in her heart. So I'm not sure exactly where It's All Art Y'all is going to go, but I guarantee you there's probably going to be some country music in there. What I love about It's All Art Y'all is she's an amazing detailist. She details her art to a degree that just really makes me step up my game. Jennifer, welcome in and ow! So I am always excited to see the pieces that she has because they are phenomenal. I own quite a bit of them on the wall of fame back here. Okay, on the wall of fame. No problem, no problem. We always miss you, girl. Anne Marie, welcome in. Ow! Okay, after It's All Art, y'all, then we are going into a brand new resonator. He is Bent Mandrel Inc. We all love him. He has just been such an amazing addition to our group. He is spunky, he is fun, and he is creative. And he gives us something different from our group that we don't have. And that is working with wood and resin. He's mixing in the love of both of his arts to create something phenomenal. And guys, when I tell you that going into his show and just chilling and vibing with him and hearing him work, having him talk to you, it's such a cool vibe. And I'm excited to see what he is bringing to the table today. I tried not to look at his stuff today so I could be surprised. But I'm excited to see what he does. And not only that, guys, but he's a veteran of our country, and I greatly appreciate that so much. So he not only has my heart in his art, but he has his heart for the service that he does for continuing to serve our country and continuing to serve in our community here. So I'm hoping you guys will be in there tapping that screen, supporting, and I hope you brought your wallets because the stuff is amazing. Okay, then he is going to be rating into the queen. He is going to be rating into Uniquely Me resin, and she is a vibe all her own, guys. And it's her birthday week. She is turning 29, so she is one of the babies of the group. And she has amazing stuff. This is crazy. Watch out. She is crazy. She is crazy. She has, you never know what you're going to get in a Uniquely Me resin show. You never know. She makes the most amazing trays. She does great custom stuff. This is something that she does for sellers that's out there just to show you. Look at the pour. It's perfect. And this is glow in the dark. I think if you look in the background of your shows, you'll see a lot of this in your background. So Uniquely Me has she's got a great vibe and she has always been challenging herself. You know what? I don't think I did my piece for last week. I need to do my piece for last week. She also has challenges that she sends out to us that has us working outside of our comfort zone. I don't know if I did it or not now. Honestly, I'm going to have to look and see. We're on a 12-week challenge currently. And it gets you back to thinking about the basics of working with resin. So if you'd like to participate in that, it is not a timed challenge, okay? It's just 12 weeks in a row. So if you want to start it now, I will have Uniquely post that again. I think I want to start a challenge button inside the Discord. So we can go in and we can join each other's challenges. Another one that's going on right now is the 10 for 10, the 10 for the win. So there are several of us who are doing 10 days with 10 cells. So they don't have to be in a row either, but we're going to get 10 days of 10 cells in the month, which means that we'll have 100 cells by the end of this month. So that's another challenge that's going on. There's always challenges going on in the Resonator group that you can jump in on. And I don't know about you, but I hate to back down from a challenge. So let me tell you, I am very competitive against myself to make sure that those goals are met. So that's why we set those challenges. All right. Then after Uniquely Me, she is going to be rating into Holly S. And I think it's St. Louis. I don't know for sure, but can we tag Holly so maybe she can tell us what her name means? Holly is brand new to us. I like her vibe. She's really cool. Her stuff is amazing. And she is a brand new artist on the app as well as new to us. So I hope you guys will give her an amazing um, Resonator welcome to her train with us and also to see the amazing things that she makes. So I think it's Holly St. Louis. Am I right? Is it Holly S. St. Louis? That's right. There she is. Hello, hello. We're so excited you're joining us tonight. First timer in the house. Woo woo. So then Holly is going to be rating into Brian Weasley. Absolutely. We're so glad you're here. Welcome aboard. Yes, Brian Weasley. This is Brian Weasley's third show, much less his first raid train. That took some courage there. That took some courage for him to do that. And it's also his very first show on his own, as in he's not sitting right here beside me. He is at his house. He has his setup. We're excited for you, Brian. We really are. I'm guys, you just don't know how shy Brian really is. So this is again where I love our group that we can welcome in people and make them feel comfortable enough to go so far out of their comfort zone that not only do they start the art, but then they start to sell and then they start to join in the community. Like, how exciting is that, guys? Like, we should all be so proud of ourselves that we're supportive enough like that to make that happen for people because I am so proud of you, Brian. Very proud of you. Now, Brian, he always has a song in his heart. He's always humming, he's always singing. It's never the right words, but he is always humming or singing something. he and I have that in common. We will get on a song and neither one of us know what the heck we're singing, but we're singing it anyway. We're also big Broadway fans, so we also sing a lot of songs that nobody has any idea what we're singing about. But we sound great. We sound great in our own minds, okay? We know. We know. But so Brian always has a song in his heart and his song choices are also very eclectic. They're all over the place. And this is the first five pieces that I did not have any influence in, guys. He designed them, he poured them, he did his thing. I mean, he asked me for help every once in a while, like, should I do this or should I do that when it came to the actual resin? But he did all of this on his own. So I'm very excited for you guys to see his flair and his pieces. Then he is going to be rating into Basement Brats Art. Basement Brats Art. I don't know who that is. Um, I don't know. Some new girl, I guess. And then she is going to be rating into, yeah, she's new. She's new. I heard she's bat poop crazy and can't hold a tune in a bucket. So we're going to see what happens tonight. She is going to be at 7:45. She is going to be rating into the amazing, the beautiful, the charming Mirave Designs. Mirave, Mirave Designs. Mirave Designs. Mirave is very talented as well. She's multimedia. She does candles. She is branching into, there's something else she was doing the other day. She's branching into pins. Oh no, she's gone into the pin world. We'll never get her out of there. Jennifer, I blame you. I blame you, Jennifer New. No, honestly, I'm very excited for her pin world and her pin journey. There's a lot of embellishment that goes into the pins. I love it. It's so much fun. Naughty narwhal. We're gonna have to come up with a name that mixes all of your stuff. Nerdy, naughty, nerdy. Also a great artist, guys. If you're not following Nerdy, I don't know what you're doing. You're a narwhal. I know we're gonna have to just drop and say narwhal. Narwhal's in house. We're so happy you're here. Thanks for joining us today. So Mirave is, I'm excited to see what her music tastes are. She's got a Hispanic background, so maybe we'll get to hear some different music. Maybe we'll get to hear some vibing of the Latin persuasion. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe she's going to play traditional music. I have no idea what her musical tastes are, but I can guarantee you I own a lot of Mirave pieces because they're always amazing and different. So it starts at 5:45. 5:45. Narwhal, narwhal, swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion. That could have been your song tonight, Nerdy Narwhal. Okay, so then she is going to be rating, Mirave is going to be rating into Handcrafted by Susan. Handcrafted by Susan, guys. I can tell you this, something you probably wouldn't guess about Nerdy Narwhal, but about Handcrafted by Susan, it's all Central Times. Handcrafted by Susan likes K-pop. Would you have guessed K-pop, guys? I would not have guessed that, but she's got kids. And do we not get onto the bandwagon of our kids, right? Because I would have never listened to Taylor Swift. I probably would have never listened to some of the newer rap. I probably never would have listened to any EDM. I still don't want to listen to any EDM, but my kid is an EDM person. So I go where my daughter is. We go where our kids are. So yeah, can somebody tag Handcrafted by Susan? So Handcrafted is an extremely, you don't like heavy metal? Brian likes heavy metal. I like the old heavy metal. I like what you guys would call classics today because I'm old. See all of these wrinkles? They come with a lot of Guns N' Roses and Metallica and AC/DC and all of those guys. So yes, they come with a lot of old influence. So, but not the heavy, heavy stuff I can't understand. Yeah. You like divorced dad rock? I love it. All right. So, Handcrafted by Susan is an extremely talented artist. Not only is she a talented artist, but she is also a very talented clay artist and teacher. She's an instructor. She does classes. She is very involved in our community. She is just such a wonderful artist. So I'm looking forward to seeing what her musical influences are. Can somebody check on her behind the scenes also? I haven't heard from her today. Just if you guys have her phone number, reach out to her and check on her. And then she is going to be rating back in to It's All Art Y'all. So It's All Art Y'all is going to hit the circuit again for a second run. She did 10 pieces. Her and Crafty Bliss did 10 pieces to fill our train. We would have filled it with something, but we appreciate that they come in and they are doing their thing, right? It at the last minute sometimes things happen. That's exactly why we're having an extended kickoff today, is because we had switch in a schedule and we had somebody had to drop out, so we're just extending it a little bit. So we just adapt, and that is perfectly okay. And I appreciate when people step in and make a second whole train because one train is stressful enough, much less to do it twice in one day. So I love it. Thank you so much for that. And then guess who she's writing into? That's right, Crafty Bliss. Speaking of stepping in a second time, we have Crafty Bliss doing another 5 songs. So I love that as well. And then brand new first train, brand new to the Resonators, and it's his birthday week, is King Pinky 82. Can we get a happy birthday in the house for the boy? Can we? And look at how diverse we are with our men this time, guys. I simplify. Where are you? Where are you? And why didn't you take a second spot? Mind you, you've been doing stuff all last week. Happy birthday, King Pinky! I believe he's also 29. Oh, he's at work. Oh, bummer. Adulting sucks. Okay, my nose is itching again. All right. So King Pinky 82 is a vibe, guys. He is a vibe. First of all, he pours amazing candles as well. But when he does his resin work, they are usually full of crystals. They are full of eccentric colors, and the molds themselves are things that none of the rest of us have. They are unique. They are special. And guys, he is brand new to the art and brand new to the Resonators group as well. Yeah, I understand that. I did not have a lot of time to craft this week either, and it makes it tough when you're working for sure. So, yes, happy birthday. So, I'm excited for King Pinky to come in tonight and to be able to enter in a train that is chill and excited for you to be here, buddy. Like we really are. So, don't stress. You got this. It's going to be cool. Okay. And then right after him, same thing. Same thing. Custom resin creator is your Crafty's DJ for tonight. I got you. Custom resin creators, brand new. Him is just a baby. He's just a baby. I think he is really the baby of the group. He's not. I think he's barely in his 20s, if he's in his 20s at all. But he is just a tiny little baby boy, and we love him so much. He is actually. This is his very first ever train as well. And let me tell you, I believe that he has the most bookmarks for the shows. I I mean, he's brand new on the platform. Where did he stole all of our customers, guys? I'm just kidding. I love that he has that many bookmarks. That is very impressive to me. So he is also a very he's a very diverse creator. He has interests all over the board. He's just got molds and he's like, yes, yes, let's do this one. I like that. Let's do this. Let's do that. I love his enthusiasm for the art because it's brand new. He's pouring everything he can possibly get his hands on. He's trying every technique he can get his hands on, and it's refreshing and it's extremely super cool to see somebody enjoying the art from brand new, fresh perspective eyes. So this is his first train tonight too. So let's be gentle on him and welcome him in and be excited for him. There you are. I didn't know if you were listening or not, but yeah, we're excited to have you here. No, Raven, you behave. You behave. Raven is our resident baddie of the group. She's our little bad girl. All right. So then custom resin creator is going to be rating into also a brand new first time artist on any raid train ever, brand new to whatnot as well. And that is Resin Mascara Mary. She is a tremendous artist. She has great work with colors. She's fun to be in the room with. She's got a great vibe. In addition to that, her pieces are so finished and polished and colorful. And I think Mary might have a little bit of hippie music in her. What am I right? Am I right? Resin mascara, Miss Mary. Are you a hippie at heart? Of course, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Leanne, why are you not on this train? I just realized you're not on this train, young lady. I think Leanne is definitely a hippie. Leanne is definitely, guys, if you're not following Leanne, she may not be on this train tonight, but she is always in our hearts. She is always like, oh my gosh, guys, she is like a super to the top, uh, amazing creator. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Welcome in, guys. So yeah, so I'm excited for everybody that's going to be on this train tonight. And Resin Mary Mascara, this is her very first Ray Train. So we're so excited for you to be here. We are so happy that you are here. You are one of our like newest, but like when I see you pop on, I want to be there. I want to be there. So yes, I'm very excited about that. So then Resin Mary is going to be going into resin. I know it's Resin Mascara Mary. Resin Mascara Mary. I want to say Resin Mary. Mary is going to be rolling into Calico Cat Resin Art. Calico Cat, you never know what you're going to see when you get into a resin a room with her either. She is also a multimedia artist. She creates in all different genres. She's in the bead world. She's in the pin world. She is all over the place. She has got a vibe all her own. You never know when she's going to bust out in song in the middle of her shows either. Uh, let's see. I'm thinking she is going to be. I think she's also a rock and roll. I think she's definitely a rock and roll girl. So I think we're going to see some like maybe some old rock and roll from her or some probably some new. I think she might be a headbanger. Can somebody tag her for me? I'm pretty sure she's probably a headbanger. What do you guys think? Gina is a great vibe. Calico Cat Resin Art. She's very talented. She's going to be great. Beaton, welcome in. We're so glad you're here. So that is our lineup tonight. So we've got Jennifer, Crafty, It's All Art, y'all, Bent, Uniquely, Holly, Brian, Basement, Mirave, Handcrafted by Susan, It's All Art, y'all again, and Crafty doing back to back double train for us. We have King Pinky 82, Custom Resin Creator, Resin Mascara Mary, and Calico. All of the folks tonight. What a lineup. And that, if you're doing the math, that's a lot of music. That is a lot of pieces. That is a lot of money on the table, guys, tonight with creations that they have created from the heart with the sound of music in their soul. So I'm excited about this. Are you guys ready to rock that? Because I am. I'm so here for this train. I've waited for it. I felt like we put the title out there so long ago and it's finally here. It's finally here. That's why we don't release things so early because then it's like the anticipation of it taking so long to get here is just so painful. But let's talk about the next one because it's already been launched. The sign up is already out there. It is under exhibition. I believe it's on 417. So a month from today. Am I right? Is it 417? Can somebody look on Discord? I'm pretty sure it is the 17th. I could be wrong. Might be the 21st. No, the new train is the 21st. So it's in April, okay? And the theme for that one is five frogs. Five frogs. I think a lot of us love the little froggies. Little Donna, welcome in. We all love the little froggies. This one's my favorite. I don't show him because he's not for sale. But this one is full of New Mexico turquoise. I keep him on my desk for the healing powers of the turquoise. So you're talking about all of us creating five frogs. So five frogs in five different ways, five different vibes, all sorts of Yeah, hey, we're here for you, girl. We just did a train talk and education on the train, and it is actually on my YouTube. If you go to not basementbrats.com, but go to Basement Brats Art on YouTube. There is the Resonator train discussion. So that will tell you everything that you need to know about our trains and the kind of train etiquette and all of that stuff in general. But I will be happy to repost the link for you to go and watch that. Um, so, and I always can tell you that there's 1,000 of us here who are ready to answer questions and excited to talk about trains and exhibitions because it's one of the great things that we do here in the Resonators group. So, our next train is actually going to be coming up the 20. I should have written these dates down, y'all. The 24th, thank you. So on March 24th, we have our next train. It is full at this time. If you really, really want to participate, I do have a 15-minute spot open and I have one 30-minute spot open. So we do have availability for two spots to be filled right now. And that is going to be called the Season of Slay. Slay it. Say it and then slay it. Season of Slay means that anything during this time of the season of the year, it's your spring, it is flowers, it is May rainstorms, it is St. Patty's Day, although that's kind of today, so I don't know if I would go backtrack and do some green stuff, but spring is all about the green, so bring it on. Also, it is about Easter. There is so many. There's May is Memorial Day, so you can have your patriotic flair on things. There's a lot of things that happen in the spring season. And so instead of just confining it to the month of March, we opened it up to an entire season. So that's exciting because basically that's anything in this 3 month time frame that you can create and have fun with. There's so many ways that you can spin in any item that you have. But if you spin in an item and it has a questionable theme, you have to tell us the story. For instance, if I am going to show this cat, how does that relate to the spring season? Well, mommy cat and baby cat they're pregnant and are born in the spring season. So you can make your own little stories up, guys. Or mommy cat meets daddy cat, and then they have baby cats. And there are cats screaming in the neighborhood all the time, and they pee on your front porch. Listen, you have to just tell us the story of why that fits into the theme. If you're definitely going into a zone that doesn't necessarily fit the season, if that makes sense. Okay, because we want to fit the season. People are coming in to buy from us because they are expecting that theme to be that theme. So we want you to stick to theme. In other words, if we're doing five frogs, it needs to be five frogs. Okay, don't say this cat wants to be a frog when it grows up. Okay, please make it be your five frogs, but come up with a theme that, I mean, there's no reason why this cat can't ride this little froggy to market. Okay, if you're gonna go there, you're gonna have to play the whole role of making that fit into the theme. Okay, guys, there you go. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, how much time do we have? We have time for another giveaway. Let's do giveaway number 3. Get in, it is going. I had to fill 2 spots, so we're filling in some time. This is the giveaway. It is your guitar, and it is fragrant. And this one is, let's see, is it a Gibson? Probably not a Gibson because it is an electric guitar. Well, Gibson does electric guitars, right? Hey, I played some air guitar in my day. I actually took a year of guitar, and I can't play a darn thing on the guitar. Um, I don't know. It's a nondescript name. It's not a Fender one, but it's smelly and it's good, and it is the next giveaway. So get in there and snag it. All right. Any questions about tonight's show? Any questions? The doctor is in session. Welcome in, Tracy. We're waiting to go into our next train or into our next car for this exhibition. Any questions between the difference between an exhibition and a raid train? Basically, one is educational and fun and frilly and thrilly and shorter timed. And a raid train is going to be something we definitely want you to create to the hilt, have fun, have a showstopper, do all of the things, go all in, all out, and they're a little bit more stricter. But our exhibitions are just a lot of fun. Hi, Normal Designs, one of our founding members. We're so happy to see you. Welcome in, my dear. We're celebrating St. Patty's Day. Are you wearing your green? Hi, Normal Designs. She is one of our founding members of the Resonator Group and makes amazing pieces, one of a kind, treasured jewelry from vintage ephemera papers. She's amazing. If you guys haven't caught her show, not only is she an experienced resin artist, she is a quacka. She's a quacka-jacka. She makes you quack up all the time. She's a lot of fun. Yes, ma'am. That's what I was thinking. I was like, she's also unsupervised and uncensored. So just know that when you go into her room, she's a lot of fun. Yes, absolutely. Okay, guys. So we still have quite a bit of time. What do we want to do? What do we want to talk about? I should have adjusted the start time, but I had so many bookmarks I didn't want to disappoint. So get in the giveaway. We've talked about who is going to be here. We've talked about what our influences are, why we're doing this train. Let's do this. Let's get a tally. Let's just throw it out there and tell me, Garth, yeah. Wayne's World. You thought I was going to say Garth Brooks? I got friends in low places. Hey, I know them both, baby. Let's get a survey in here. Throw out your favorite type of music. Throw it out there. Let's see what we got more of out here. I'm contemporary Christian and country. Surprise, surprise. I'm in Tennessee, y'all. Heavy metal. What is soca? See, I'm learning something new. What is soca? Hometown gal crafting. Oh, classic rock and country. Okay. See, I said that you've got a rock and roll soul. Folk and alternative. Okay, I can see that, Aaron. West Indian music. Nice. Great vibe. All of it, literally everything. Yes. Country and Poison and Kid Rock. Love it. Kid Rock's from Tennessee now. Hello, hello. Truck driver. Listen to all of it. That makes sense, Holly. Yeah. So I do love everything except opera. I can't do opera. I just can't. I can do show tunes, but I cannot do opera. Mira ve, welcome in. Except country and kids rock. I was wondering if you were going to do anything Latin tonight or anything Spanish, or I was just interested to see if you were going to do anything like that. Hillbilly rap, Brian Weasley. I think that's not true. I think you're lying. Country and Forrest. What is Forrest Frank? Opera gives me a headache. Okay. I did get tickets to the opera and I left at intermission. Just couldn't handle it. It was so bad. It was so bad. I know if I probably went to a good one, I probably wouldn't mind. All right, what else do we have? You got 3 seconds on the giveaway and go. Who is winning the Crafty? This little air guitar is coming to you. You guys will be happy when those are gone, right? All right. I'm going to have a good day. Oh, music? Yes. Love it. Okay. So, today is St. Patrick's Day. Do we have any Irish people in the house? Raise your hand if you're Irish, or put a shamrock in the chat. Love it. Oh, it's Brian O'Weasley. I thought you were British. Cheyenne, love it. Third generation, love it. Aaron, of course, right? Aaron, very Irish name. So my name is Irish, but we I think we're just an eclectic group of descendants. So Irish, I don't really know everything. I know Irish is in there. We do have a lot of red hair, but I don't know to the extent of what. So you just like Irishmen. Arr. I love it. I like Irish food. I love me some corned beef and hash. So, and Lucky Charms, but that's really not Irish, guys. It's just that's just fooling you. That's false marketing. It's not Irish food. Oh, Scottish Irish. Okay. McCoy. There you go. Yep. Definitely an my best friend is in O'Shaughnessy. It's a married in name though. Scorpios, welcome in and ow! Irish nachos, potatoes instead of chips. I love it. Great. Okay, let's run another giveaway. Running another giveaway. I'll just run two during my show. This is, let's see, this one's different. ACDC. Who is that, Brian? And why is he scared? I'm just kidding. Okay, I do have to admit, I probably do know an ACDC song, but I can't think of one at the moment. So this is your next giveaway. It is a smelly car freshener. I don't know who Angus is. TNT. Highway to Hell. Okay, I do know that one. Highway to Hell to me is having to do laundry and dishes in the same night. Back in Black, I've heard of that one. I probably could sing it if it was playing, but I couldn't sing it off the top of my head. So I grew up in a very small town, and we had one radio station, and it played country all day, and then it went to an hour of nighttime. Okay, we'll do. It at an hour, no, it was 2 hours at night. It was Spanish music. So I actually did grow up on Tejano music, which is a mix between like Texas and Mexican music. So I actually do know a ton of Spanish songs and music, which I should have done a piece. So you guys would have to hear me sing in Spanish. But I really love Tejano music as well. So I only had those two influences growing up. And you got to remember, I grew up at a time before MTV was really a big thing. I grew up way out in the country where we didn't have cable. And when we did get cable, I was already like clear into my high school years. And that's when kind of Bon Jovi and Guns N' Roses and Aerosmith and Heart, that's when they came out. And so I started to finally have a little bit of another influence in, but I mean, it was hard for me to go from like pure country and old country to the really heavy stuff. So that was a hard transition for me. So that's probably where I don't have that high of an influence from ACDC for that. Rob Zombie, have no idea what he sings. So I drive Brian crazy by not knowing who they were because I really just didn't get to grow up around it. But I mean, you can't tell me who Bronco is. And I don't know if you could sing very many of Selena's songs. So, Selena's Hailstorm, yeah, no idea. There you go. I know King Pinky and Brian have a ton of stuff in common. So I love this, guys. So we're also diversified in our male versus female because for the longest time we were a primarily female group. So tonight we had one, two, three, four, five males. We have five males on the train tonight. That is amazing. Leveling up that testosterone in the group. I'm very excited about that. Yeah, I no idea what these are. Marilyn Manson have heard, but not also not a big fan. Not my vibe at all. Not my vibe. Kelly Clarkson, love her. You know, Kelly Clarkson could sing the ingredients on the back of this Dr. Pepper can, and she can make it. sound beautiful. Yeah, and she will marry you one day. I'm all for that. Shakira, Shakira is definitely somebody that I would want to marry. Her hips don't lie. You know that, right? See, I'm going back. I missed a comment. I missed a comment. Yeah. There's a lot of music that Ben plays in his studio that I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so we have 15 minutes, guys. Can somebody I really flew through everything tonight. I flew through everything. Let's do this. Since we have a giveaway going, we've talked about St. Patty's Day. We saw 15 minutes, guys. 15 minutes is a long time. Should I do my show? No, I shouldn't. And then try and come up with five on the fly. I don't even have one of them unmolded yet, and one is downstairs. So I can't do that. So I had to fill in oh snap, I know. Aaron Handmade ACDC is coming to you. And whatever he sings, Highway to Hell. Working and watching. Good deal. We had to switch a couple of stuff around. I was only supposed to cover my 30 minutes of the intro, but I wound up having to do an hour. So yes. So yeah, let me tell you how a train works. We got time to do that. So we've definitely got a few minutes. Okay, so think of it this way. Today I'm the conductor. I'm actually in the engine. I am the one who has made sure that the sign-ups out there, made sure we have a cool thumbnail, and then made sure that people's shows are put in there, put out the information, make sure that we're marketing it, getting people signed up. That's my job. My job today is basically done, other than to fix any problems that happen behind the scenes. So if anybody changes their schedule or anything like that, they go to the conductor, and the conductor does all of the stuff that you want to start it on your phone, Brian, on your phone. Very important to start it on your phone first. So until 1 p.m. Bent, you are giving me anxiety, but you are a true resonator. So I'm the conductor, and it's my job to lead the train out. So I come in, I give a little commercial on each person who's in the train, tell the schedule, let everybody know any last minute details that have changed, and then my job is to make sure that my room is full. We've got 28 people in here, and what I will do when I go to raid is I will take everybody that's in this room and I will toss them into the next room, which is Jennifer New 54423. She will get whoever all is all in her room and all of my people. And the hopes is that you are engaging enough and exciting along the way to not only keep the first 28 people, but to gain more people in the process of the marketing. So the idea of is that you will be exposed to new sellers, and new sellers will be exposed to you. In a resin category, it's difficult because we are mostly all resin artists in our own shows, which is one of the reasons why I strongly encourage. I'm not going to throw you. I'm going to toss you lightly in the electronic world. So I highly encourage going into what you will hear called cross category cross category trains. And that means that there are a bunch of other people who are selling different things in your market. So let's say you go into a handmade market and it's not a resin market, but you have people who are crafters, people who do ephemera paper, people who craft pins, people who do clay, people who knit. So you have all of these different people who have their all different kinds of customers, right? That are going to be in their handmade market. They may have never even heard of a resin artist. So you may be the only resin artist on that train, and you get to show them something totally different than the person before and after you. The same holds true going into totally out of your market and going into like a train of people selling antiques or a train of, you have to fit their theme. Like, say, for instance, somebody's doing the color train and they said it's cross category. We don't care what you sell as long as it's the color that you're supposed to sell. So, for instance, I have one coming up this week or next. I can't remember when, maybe even next month, that I have to sell everything green. Well, I'm going to be the only one selling any color green, but I might be the only person on that train that's selling anything resin as well. So that opens me up to everybody else who's brought their colored people in, their reds, the blues, the greens, the yellows. They're all going to have totally different customers than I have because they're in different categories of selling. We tend to shop in our own shows, right? We tend to shop in the resin category. Like I have the resin category on pretty much all day. I pop in and out of resin shows. And as somebody has told me, I pop in really fast. I know, I do. I pop in fast. I say hello. I tap the screen. I do as much as I can, and then I run to the next room. So I am like a little butterfly. I'm like flittering between rooms all day long, catching stuff and watching people create. It's on in the background for most of my day. So when I do get to go into other categories, I find new friends. I find new people doing great things, and it gives me that opportunity to expose myself to other people. Let's talk about marketing. How do you market yourself on Whatnot when there are thousands, literally hundreds of thousands of sellers now? One of the best ways that you can get and gain new followers is to go into other people's rooms and engage the chat. Engage the chat. Go in and talk to them. Say, hey, how's it going? Talk to them about their pieces, what they're selling. An interactive room is one of the best ways to support another artist. And then sometimes you go in and they're like, hey, what do you sell? You've been in here 2 or 3 times now. I recognize your name. Go ahead and tell the chat, what do you do? And what is it that you sell? And you say, well, I'm a resin artist and I sell resin work. My main thing is that I do um, I do resin dream catchers. Then you'll have 5 people in chat go, "Ooh, I like dream catchers. And what is this resin stuff? Oh, I like resin." They'll go in and they'll follow you and they'll bookmark your upcoming shows. Not a thing. I don't know, I just wanted to sing it today. Envy, welcome in. You get a paddle. And we can't run Dr. Daddy, but we do have his sticker, but I'm not going to run that either. It took me too long to get it. so, so yeah, so you want to go in and market yourself continuously and constantly in other rooms. And those people will then come into your show and say, "Oh, I heard you have dream catchers. I saw you in so and so show. What do you have that's a dream catcher?" And you get to show your work. That's one of the ways that you can market yourself. And guess what that costs you? Just a little bit of time. That's what's brilliant about this. I missed custom word burning today because I was creating all of my pieces. So no, but custom word burning does amazing Tuesday chat shows. She does shows where she breaks down something in terms of service every time, and she talks about yes, please don't self promote without express permission. That's what she was talking about today. Okay, yeah, we're a lot like minded. She and I a lot of times. So yes, don't go in and say I have a show tonight at 4:30. You guys bookmark me and follow me. Don't do that unless you've been given permission to do so. Think about it this way: if let's just say somebody came in right now and said, "Hey guys, I have a show at 7 o'clock. I hope you'll follow me and come in. I'm selling um, tennis shoes for $1." What are the chances that some of the 31 people who are in here are going to leave at 7 o'clock and go buy tennis shoes for $1? You do always move your shows. I can never find you on unless you're at a ball game. What are the chances that they're going to leave and go watch that show at 7 o'clock? And what is my job? My job today is to get people in that 7 o'clock show on the train. And so that person has then derailed the train. And so that is very rude. It is very rude and inconsiderate. So make sure that you definitely have been given permission. Like if somebody says, hey guys, go ahead and shout out your next show. And if your next show is during their show, don't do it. Like just hold back and just don't do it. But if it's reasonably far out, like, hey, I have a show tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. I'm selling um, resin snails. Okay, so they've given you permission to do that. So there is some etiquette inside Whatnot that you should definitely follow. And if you have any questions on any of that, there are so many of us here in the resin world that are really, we're here to help you with that. We also have Resin 101 classes that are coming up. We have a safety class coming up at the end of the month. We have a colorant class coming up at the beginning of April. We have seller classes that are going to be coming up. So we have a section called Resin Roundtable. We may have to move that off of Tuesdays because we have so much going on. But every Tuesday is going to be something in the resonator world. So that is an opportunity for you to ask questions and get information and help resin artists be successful. So the roundtable will be like sometimes just open discussions. Hey guys, what do you want to know today? And if it's talking about shipping and it's something that whoever's running that resonator roundtable doesn't know, people will be in the chat supporting that and saying, okay, here's what you need to know about that. And it'll just be open discussions about being successful on the platform. So these are upcoming things that we have. What time do we have? We have 5 more minutes. So these are open discussions and topics that we have available for resonators that we're just growing our community, guys, and we're going to make it strong and we're going to make great sellers. For instance, if you guys missed this today, just a reminder to all of you who are in this train that if you are cross posting or simulcasting to any other network that does not allow you to play copyrighted music, then turn off your simulcast today. Do not go to your YouTube if you're going to play music that is copyrighted because you will get sanctioned on YouTube. So make sure that you are turning off your simulcast today. If you're singing it, I don't think it's a problem. But if you're playing it and it's copyrighted music, you can get a warning from YouTube. So we don't want to see anybody get in trouble from that. Okay, Whimsical Wildflower, welcome in. So good to see you. So these are things that we're doing. So I'm excited about the future of the Resonator Group. I'm excited the advancements that we've been able to make in the last 3 or 4 weeks has just been tremendous. To be able to launch Resin 101, which are the basics of resin, going back to what are the colorants that you can use, what are the tools that you need, what are the safety measures you should take. I think somebody has asked for a shopping spree going into the Dollar Tree and saying what are things that you can buy that are not the typical resin things, but you can use for resin that are cheaper, so you don't have to go to Amazon and buy a $4 this when you can get it for $1 whatever it is now at Dollar Tree. So that's up and coming. We're always open to suggestions. There is an education tab underneath in the Discord where you can put in suggestions and ask questions for us to put in classes. There is a resin help. So if you have a question, you're doing a resin piece and you're having a problem, hey, can somebody talk me through this? Guys, it's nothing for us to say, would you like to FaceTime? We can FaceTime actually inside Discord and we can talk you through that problem and show you, say, okay, like for instance, I'm going to talk to you about getting rid of these sharp edges. Well, sometimes it's easier to show that. So I'll say, do you mind if we talk on camera? It doesn't mean you have to be on camera. Thank you. It doesn't mean you have to be on camera. Like I could do that from this back angle and say, I'm not on camera, guys, but I do want to show you, look, this is how you get rid of these edges. This is how you would, you could sand it with this object and that object. Be careful because these little feet will break off. Like that's the kind of help that we all want to be able to do for you guys. So if you have a certain favorite resonator that you want to talk to, or somebody does something amazing and you want to know how it is they do that, I've seen It's All Art, y'all. Be asked a question, and she created an entire show based off of how to do that specific thing. She's done it not once, but done it twice. And how thankful I am to learn from her because she's just willing to open up her skill set and share that with us. We are definitely not gatekeepers around here. We are all about helping everybody else learn the skills and grow. We're also not thieves of each other's art. We definitely take influence from the people who are around us, but we don't copy their art. That is something we've never had a problem with in the group, and I'm thankful for that. So, just want to remind you guys, if you see something in somebody else's show, we all have the same molds. There's so many ways that you can make what they did differently. You hate your wife's art. You don't. I think you would steal half of her stuff if she didn't have to sell it. So we got 1 minute to go into Jennifer New. Guys, is she on? Can somebody tell me if she has started her show? I'm excited to see you guys again at 8:30 for my show. I'm excited to share my stuff with you guys. Are you? Yes, I am singing in my show. I'm singing in my show because Custom Resin Creator gave me a tiny microphone. Is Jennifer on, guys? Woohoo! She's not live yet. Can somebody text her and find out where she is? There she is. I see it. She just popped on. We're going to Jennifer New. Your turn, guys. Nobody? Is this thing on? All right, guys. We're going to go into Jennifer New. Have fun. Let's create a raid. Let's go get her, y'all.